All right, the warm up for today is gonna start with a 1 minute little body movement, body sweat, and get some blood flowing type of thing. It's gonna start with a 1 minute run in place. So in a run in place, not looking for anything aggressive or crazy or anything like that. Just looking to move nice and smooth, getting the feet warmed up, getting the calves warmed up, but ultimately, end of the day, getting some blood flowing through our body, getting warmed up, internal temperature higher. After that, 3 rounds of 10 alternating lunges. Your alternating lunges can either be a step back, or we can also step forward. Whatever we are more comfortable with, working through. Sometimes stepping back might be a little bit easier on our knees. We're not loading as much as we are stepping forward through that front knee. So stepping back or stepping forward, up to you. Next, 5 push-up to down dogs. So we can work from our feet here, push up, pop back up, shift that way back, pedal the calves to the top if needed. Back to that high plank for 1 rep. We can also scale, going from our knees. 1, push up, bring our feet down, pop toes back, work through that full extension, pedal the calves. So again, wherever we're at with that push up, last is going to finish with a 30-second, or if 30 seconds is a max effort, maybe a 20 to 25-second Superman hold. Really thinking about pushing those hips into the floor, hands out in front of you, toes off the ground, getting that core nice and warmed up. That is your warm-up for today. Your skill work for today before starting our actual AMRAP or actual workout. Working a little bit on maybe getting upside down, if not holding some things overhead to kind of work on that lockout strength with the lat, the shoulder, and the tricep. But kind of your tester or kind of your skill finder, we're going to be starting with a wall walk. So Jake here is going to demo a wall walk for us. Feet on the wall, and then continuously moving feet while kind of creeping hands as close to that wall as you can. The stopping point would be that nose to the wall there, straight up and down. Otherwise, finding a comfortable position where you can be and kind of hang out for maybe 20 to 30 seconds, and then go ahead and creep yourself back down, working the toes back down to the floor, hands on the front. Some other things that we can do for that upside down skill would be simply turning around and kicking up into the wall if we're comfortable with that wall walk. So working on kicking and staying upside down there. Holding, again, 20 to 30 seconds. We're looking for about 5 to 10 minutes of skill work. Go ahead and come on down. Staying in that position for a comfortable time. So 20 to 30 seconds working on that skill, resting a little bit, and then maybe working back through. The last being, I won't make Jake do it, put him on the spot here, be a freestanding handstand. Staying upside down in that position if he's warmed up enough, being working here. Whether that leads to handstand walks or just simply staying upside down. The last couple things that we can do if we aren't comfortable going up against the wall, maybe you don't have enough wall space simply in the small home that we're in, we can find something to put overhead. So Jake here is going to find a chair, and that is going to be his odd object hold, working on being upside down, being nice and locked out, thinking about keeping lats nice and active, core nice and tight, triceps locked out overhead. With an odd object, don't let that object shift from side to side. Try to stay nice and firm, nice and tall. Your workout, 20-minute AMRAP. So as many rounds as possible, just looking to breathe, move for 20 minutes. 2 options today, both body weight, and then also if you have the ability or luxury of a dumbbell, working with some dumbbells today. The first movement being 15 jump squats. So no dumbbell, we're thinking feet shoulders apart, working through that air squat here, squatting down, and obviously adding that air under our feet. We can scale that movement down to a simple air squat. So being here, standing tall, working through. If we're still not comfortable with that air squat, we're working on getting our hips to sit back. We can sit back to a chair and work that way. If we have the ability of some dumbbells, potentially a barbell, some sort of weighted object, we can work with 1 or 2 dumbbell thrusters. So same thing, squat low, press it out, working through that movement there. After your 15 of your movement of choice, normally we work through some double unders. So if you do have a jump rope or a potential place to jump rope, basement, garage, whatever it is, 30 double unders, 30 single unders. Otherwise, we can work back through those jumping jacks. So keeping here, working through those toes, getting those calves nice and warmed up. Otherwise, finding some sort of object, thinking about alternating plate hops, whether it's a hard book, binder, some sort of 2x4, whatever we can do. Not putting too much weight on that front foot because obviously I don't want you to push and break that binder. But alternating back and forth, staying that way. After your 30, jump ropes, plate taps, whatever it may be, you're working through 15 walkouts. The main difference between a walkout and an inchworm, the walkout we want to creep as far as we can, find that full range of motion, and then pull ourselves back in. So thinking about starting at our toes, creeping as close to the ground as we can get, pause for a second, and then go ahead, pull yourself back in. The first couple might not feel bad. Towards the end of a set of 15, going to get pretty hard through the shoulders, through the lat. After your last 15, going back to whatever we had before, alternating plate taps, jump ropes, jumping jacks, whatever we're doing. And then your mobility today, after 20 minutes of movement, we're going to start with a saddle stretch. So you're going down here to our knees, feet together, knees just a touch separated, working on sitting back best that we can. We need to, hands behind us, really looking to stretch out quad, kind of open up everything that way. Your second movement being a seated straddle. So if we have the ability, some sort of beam in front of us, something to hang on to. Otherwise, you're trying to spread legs nice and far, sitting out as far as you can, getting hips, hamstrings nice and stretched out. And then last, if we had the ability to use a dumbbell, thinking about getting those shoulders stretched out, so going into that child's pose. Toes together, knees separated, hands out in front, sitting back and down, trying to get lats and shoulders nice and stretched out.